Hello. I have to build up to this. Hello, 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 hello. Energy. In 3, 2. Hi, it's me. It's Janelle. And we're finally at the end of our car talk journey with Alan. In total, our conversation was maybe 4 hours. So to do a video that is about an hour, I'm very proud because it was very hard. And I guess it took a while to edit this one just because of work, my schedule. I had an ear infection that's still ongoing for about 2 weeks now, so I haven't been feeling great. And honestly, there's just one part in this video that makes me emotional, and having to watch it over and over again just kind of drains a little bit. And it's not, you'll see it. You'll see it. I'm just so glad of the feedback we've been getting from everybody who's watched it, who really actually took the time out of their day to watch two people converse about their past relationship. And I hope you guys got something out of that because I did it because I thought it would be fun. And that's why I usually do things, because I thought it would be fun to do. And Alan's a person that I really trust and I really have a lot of love for. And I trusted that we would have a good process doing this together. There's nothing else more I could say besides, if you want to continue, just keep going or going. And if you don't want to watch the final conclusion to our conversation, why are you here?
Okay, 2 more questions. How do you think of me, or what do you think of me now? And anything. Like, what do you describe me as? What am I to you?
How does Alan... Yeah, what are you to me?
Yeah. Like, I would say we're friends. Right now, we have a good relationship with each other. You know, for some reason, it's still hard to say friends. But I think it's just, like, everything together. It's like we are comfortable with each other, and we're good in a friendly setting. I feel like it can't happen too often of us hanging out too much. When we broke up, I was like, what if I just lost my soulmates? What if I'm gonna lose the person I'm meant to be with? The thing that eased me, honestly, like, most recently of thinking about it was like, you know, if he's my soulmate, like, we're gonna be meant to be, we're meant to be. Because, you know, I was always afraid. Maybe I did lose somebody, like, that I was meant to be with. But I was always okay with it. I think that was the difference of why we broke up, because I ended up being okay with thinking that, because I needed to work on myself, and I was like, I need me more than a soulmate right now.
Yeah.
So, but then now I'm just like, oh, you know, for soulmates, so even if we're dead, like, we could not be with each other on this earth, but maybe in heaven, we'll be together forever there. I was worried, or I guess trying to prepare myself for the time that you would actually have a serious relationship.
I can see myself, like, you still being, like, an important person in my life. Like, introducing that someone to you, or you doing that to me. And I don't know who's single at the time, but it's hard. It's just gonna be hard.
I know it's gonna hurt the day that somebody will know you more than I did. Oh, how do I see you as? Friendship pending. I just want you to be in my life in whatever I can have you in the most genuine and reciprocating way. What you are to me now is Alan. Seeing you as someone who's very consistent, I still see that same comfort, and I still see somebody who's going to do whatever you want to do, like dancing wise.
I'm so curious how people are gonna react to this. That person that you see in me, the extroverted, like, that energy, let me not get emotional. So that's like the Alan that I love being, right? And I struggle to do that on my... I struggle to do that on my own.
Here's a tissue.
No, fine, I don't need tissue. No, I struggle to do that on my own, but when I hang out with you, we're so comfortable with each other that it comes out. It just comes out. And it's just like, wow. I still have all these qualities I love about myself. It just always comes out when I'm with you because we're so comfortable. I think that's why you see it, because we're hanging out together. So I'm gonna answer what is Janelle to me first, and then how is Janelle to me, right? Whatever.
Honestly, the question was, would you like me when you were 19? That was the prior.
I was like, wait, what?
Because I was just like, do you like me now? When I thought of the question, I was like, do you like me now? Huh?
Yeah.
Would you like me now? It was more for my own ego. I'm like, hey.
It's an ego question. That's what it really is.
Because I was like, come on, man. Like, this is fine now.
Like, I'm
I think I'm a little better now. Would you finally say yes after the first ask, or would I still have
That's what your question is. And this question turned into the one that's making me think the most.
But then, I know, you know what I actually thought it too? It was just like, it was for me, I was like, what do I see Alan as? Like, what do I really see you as? Because friend is still hard for me to...
It really is, yeah.
...say. Because as much as I wanted to be like, yeah, we're genuinely 100% friends, I'm like, it's genuinely what we are whatever we are right now. Like, I feel like it keeps changing in my head, and I just have stuck to, as long as it's genuinely reciprocated, and as long as we understand each other, then we are okay. If it gets weird and if we can't communicate, then we can't be together.
Yeah.
But if we can still communicate through this as a friend or as whatever and still be okay, then I just want you in my life.
Yes, I agree with you.
Okay.
But what is Janelle is like, now you are everything that I had loved about you and saw in you, all the reasons why I wanted to like date you in the first place. It's just so much more broadcasted. Us breaking up was super hard, right? Eventually for me, I just accepted that, you know what, Janelle and I worked so hard to like be the forever, but it didn't work out, and that's okay. But in the position I was in, accept and move on. So I had told myself like, that's not gonna happen. Janelle and I aren't gonna happen, and that's why it became so important for me to be like, Janelle, like, I want you as a friend, and I need you to be able to call me as a friend too, because I can't see us happening again after, like, dude, we tried everything and we didn't work out. What more can we have done, or what more, like, if we were both to change as people, then we would have to get to know each other again. But, like, even now, we're clearly like we're like the same. Yeah. This is what I want it to be. I want you to just be like one of my like good friends that I can go to, that I know has my back, that I know cares for me. I would want to like check up on too. I want it to purely be as a friend. Now, this is also what I wanted you before. Like when you said we can't like hang out too often one-on-one. I know for me now, if I'm being completely honest with you, don't freak out. But like after I'm single again, it is different hanging out with you one-on-one being single versus hanging out with you one-on-one when I'm in a relationship. It's a lot easier to be like, yo, like, I want you as a friend. Can we call it a friend? And then when we're
I feel the same way.
when we're both single, it's like, oh god, like I'm so comfortable with her. I told myself so many of these mantras. No, Alan, like you tried everything you could with Janelle. That's never gonna happen again. Alan, you love her, but you're not gonna go back with her. But then when we hang out, there's like the doubt of all of that comes. I know that I can comfortably say that what I want most is to just have you in my life. The safest way to do that is just like really be friends and really be there for each other. I just have to check myself on truly being honest, like when we're hanging out one-on-one, if it's like too much, almost like suppressed, because again, like we tried and it didn't work out.
I never saw our breakup as a never ever again. So I think that's the difference between us. I could lose you forever, or maybe in the future I could not. It all depended on where we were in the future. I remember telling myself, and I guess when I hang out with you, that mantra that sticks to my head is, I will not get into something with you out of risk, out of just for feelings, unless I feel like I'm at my best self. So unless I'm my best self, and if I don't feel like I'm there, then I can't be with you. I also feel like if I'm gonna be with you again, we're getting married. Like, with you, it's like, I cannot try this again unless I'm 100% sure. I have to be the most careful I can be to know what I am feeling. And I guess it is like suppressing that feeling of like, you know, what we have with each other. I don't think that finished. I don't think that ended. I have the doubts when we're together where I'm like, why did we break up? I'm just like, it's nice, it's comforting, and it's something that I want. That's something I've been looking for in a person always, still. But at the same time, I would not risk losing you again. I cannot risk losing you again, so I'd rather not. Anyways, it's okay because this makeup is very transfer, not proof. But also the things that pissed me off about you still like lasted. So I remember being like, okay, at least you remember why you broke up too. Sometimes I remember the bad faults too, and I'm like, yep. And it keeps me humbled. You know, this is how much you mean to me. It's like I can't. So it was like we fought so hard for like the whole year to be good in a civil manner and one-on-one.
Yeah.
But I still know it's a dangerous combination if we do it too often, especially if like, I guess if we're single. I think this is the first time.
It is.
Yeah. Oh shit. I feel like it's still a gut feeling of like if it's right, if it's wrong, if it's right now, and if it's wrong right now. I feel like we're still doing our own thing. For me, I'm like, I'm just not ready.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I completely agree with you. I think it's just like, you never really know what's gonna happen in life, so you're supposed to be open to everything, but for so long I was like, I'm never getting back with you. Like, I swear, I told people that so many times. It's annoying because like everyone was like, you pictures. I'm like, no, I'm never, like, believe me, I'm never. And then I hang out with you and it's like, oh, fuck, this is what they're talking about. Even if we were to try, I would never want to get back with you because I'm in a bad place and I'm like, wow, this is comfortable. Like, this is a reminder of who I am. I want to be good on my own and be like fully who I am without having you or needing you as like a trigger for that. I want both of us to like be in the best possible, I don't know, to not do it because we need it.
Whenever I hang out with you, I'm like, are you feeling these feelings because you like him or because it's comfortable?
It's so hard to like
decipher that.
It's so hard.
Because I remember being like, I want to like you for you. I don't want to like you for the comfort of being together and how easy it is for us to be together and to talk to each other. Because we built this, it took us a while to build this up, and we can't be lazy about trying that.
Wait, what?
Like, I feel like it's like, damn, are we gonna get to someone else? Yeah, maybe this is it.
Yeah, we can't. That's another thing. We have to like try with other. We have to really find like a real relationship. But I think that's another thing that's like a difference between when you're broken up with versus when you're doing the breaking up. It's like I have to tackle it a different way. I don't mean to like. It's not.
No.
I don't blame you for like leaving or anything. Do you think we're just kind of almost like in a toxic way, just like not good at letting go?
Of our past, of us.
Yeah, just like some people might say, like the healthiest thing with exes is just like move forward and you don't have to be in each other's lives. Just move on. Like you guys did everything you could for each other. Like why are we still, you know?
I don't think it's toxic because I don't know. I have love for you, so it's like, and I don't think it's a love in a bad way. I don't think we're forcing each other to do anything.
Yeah, now we aren't. I tried to.
I think we're genuine in how I think we can also talk to each other if we're uncomfortable. I love looking at our past and seeing how much we've grown from that. I'm proud. I'm so proud of us. Even if you say, you know, you're not as you as you used to be.
Yeah.
I still think I see it whenever I'm like just lingering and looking at you. You know, like with groups and other things. I'm like, oh, people still fucking love him. And like people still like crowd around Alan. People still love Ellen. People always love Ellen. I don't know. I still see you in a great light. So I don't think we're putting each other down. I think we're still trying to work with each other.
Yeah.
I don't think we're staying there. I love where we are as we are right now.
For me, I knew that it wasn't like an issue of like I can't let go because it was that moment at home where I was fucking like cheering for you and it was like this genuine excitement of like, yo, Janelle's dancing even though you're trying to not dance in front of me. I didn't even question like, oh, like do you still like her? It was like, dude, like you didn't want anything more and you just cheered and it honestly like you didn't even need to hear me. I was just excited, period. That type of genuine, I guess, positivity to feel for another person is like, how can that be bad? Like, yeah, I keep myself in check, but it's never bad to like give love.
I always tell you I love you. Because like it's weird because I don't have a friendship post breakup usually with the person. Because you know when you're like, is it toxic? Like there's that person that I know I will never be in his life.
Yeah.
And I understand and I'm fully okay
and you're
with
just okay
that.
with it, yeah.
I'm like 100% out of, don't even talk to me. And you, it's like the complete 180. Like I cannot do that. Like I just can't see myself, at least not trying to.
So for me, it's like I saw myself okay with not. It like still sucks to say.
It's okay.
It's just because it was in the position I was in. I saw myself being okay with you not in my life because I had to accept that to like fully move on.
What would you tell other people who might be in our situation or who either broke up, want to be friends, who are in like that bubble of like, what should we do? Is this right or not?
I think the biggest thing is you just have to be like super fucking honest with yourself. Be patient with everything you're feeling. And we said a lot of it before, but like if I hang out with my ex and oh god, like do I like her? And you have to kind of ask yourself all these questions like, oh, do I like her? Or do I just like the comfort? Or am I just leaning on it because I'm in a bad place? So I think it's important to be honest with yourself. And it's also important to kind of like know what you want out of it. For me and you, it's kind of really clear that like we both want to be there for each other and we both still want to be in each other's lives because we love each other. We understand that it didn't work out. We tried our fucking best.
We did.
If we were to try again, we understand that like we're not gonna do it in a place where it's a sense of like, oh man, like I really need Janelle to feel good about myself or
giving up.
Yeah.
And just going back.
And I guess communicate all of that with the person that you're doing that with. I also don't know what it's like if we do get in a real relationship. I don't see it being fair to whoever that is in our future.
Yeah. Well, a future person might look at this and be like, the fuck is this?
Yeah, bro. I can't like genuinely tell the person like, hey, you have to be okay with.
You know, you used to say that like, I don't want to be with somebody who won't accept you, or won't be okay with you having you in my life.
I'm still gonna have you in my life no matter what. It's just I'm not gonna have a certain type of relationship with you. I was a little bit naive to say it the way I did with you, though.
There is a certain apprehension you should have, or like caution you should have with getting into a friendship with your ex. Because why? Like, just sometimes they're like, why would you do that? But it's like, just weigh the pros and cons of it, weigh what you really want from it. And you said that. And at least for me, it's okay to just keep changing. Like, go with how you're feeling, and it's okay if things don't work out the way you wanted to, or things change. If you go back, if you go forward, and you're not okay, and you're okay again. The one thing I would tell people is, like, at least from what I went through, it was just like, if you feel like you already want to break up with somebody, it's already a warning sign. So, like, just, you keep working harder, but don't be afraid if also you have to break up. That's one, because I think people who are very comfortable just don't want to break up, and they're like, no, I love each other. Just try to trust your gut, because I remember it's like a very bad gut feeling that something was wrong. Just don't settle for something. Just don't settle for something just because it's comfortable. The one thing I was proud of myself of was just like us being together. I thought I couldn't live without you. It's like, oh my god, like, how am I gonna go on without Alan? And then I still lived. So I was like,
You lived in a little more than that.
I was just like, I'm living, so
Yeah.
I'm okay. You will be okay. There's life after a breakup.
Yes, there is.
Especially if it's a hard one. Everyone's relationship is different anyway. There's some people that won't last. I think that won't be in your life after you break up.
And that's okay too. It's
Yeah. We don't even know if this is gonna last.
Yeah.
And I think what's different is that we're both okay with understanding that what we have now is special. We might not have this later. But I don't know. I still say Alan is part of my heart. Part of my heart. Part of my heart. The best advice for me is just being honest with yourself. I think if you're not honest with yourself, it's just gonna lead to a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. But I'm glad we're on the same page with that.
I'm really happy that we actually did this.
Yay!
Yeah. Yay.
Okay, any last thoughts? Because I have to pee. You also say no.
I don't think so. Yeah, no thoughts.
Dang.
Friends with your exes is hard,
It is
but
hard.
it can be worth it if you want it.
Yeah.
And both want it. Both have to want it. That's a big one that we didn't say.
Oh, yes. Don't go after it if only one person
Don't
wants
force
it.
it. That's
It's-
not bad.
I don't think that's worth it. If you both want to work hard on it, because it's not even it's not even like your significant other. It's friendship. It's
Yeah.
it's like, and it's hard. You have to actually work on it. And friendships are usually, easy peasy or whatever.
but yeah.
But this one's like, we're working hard to be friends. So, it's gonna be hard, but I think it's worth it.
I think it's worth it too, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if all of that was jumbled.
Bye.
If you like a little bit of this and a little bit of her, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and she posts weekly about all of her projects.
I try to post weekly.
Tries to post weekly.
Well, thanks for watching. If you made it this far of our relationship, I hope you got something from it. Bye!
Bye.
That's it. We finished. And I bet you didn't think there was more after this video. And I probably think there's only maybe 1 or 2 people who stayed this long. I don't know. I did want to do a big shout out to, of course, my partner in crime in this video, Mr. Bezos. And maybe he'll watch this, maybe he won't. I don't know if he would want to watch this whole video again to see the ending. This video, it just makes me teary, and I remember the part where I'm crying, of course, because I'm about to cry right now, because of how much I didn't want to lose you in my life again. And later on you asked me why I cried so much. At the end of the day, you just mean a lot to me. And I hope everyone was able to see that from the video. Not just how much I care about you, is how much you care and how great of a person you are, for just the way you comforted me, the way you had to deal with a lot of things post our breakup. I thought back and I was like, I'm just such in awe of you. I'm such in awe of the strength you have and how much you were willing just to be there in my life when you didn't have to be. Even though there was an ups and downs with post us and even us being together, you are the best man that I could have done this with. And I want to continue our growth as people together. There's so much more I want to say to you, but Mr. Bezos, I love you so much. And you always have my heart. And thank you for comforting me whenever I needed it. Thank you for being that person for me. Thank you for being the love of my life. Because of you, I really know how to love. I really know what love means. And it's because of the person you are that I feel like it brought that out of me. Alright. No more tears. No more tears here. It's a happy video. It's a good ending. Hopefully. At the end of our journeys. But I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you, and thank you to everyone who's watched up to this point. When I asked Alan to do this video with me, I just wanted to share our story in the hopes that it would resonate with people. I thought it would be interesting. I thought we had interesting stories, and I thought that our video from the past was pretty funny to watch through, and it was so cringy. I'm really glad we did it, and I'm really, really glad to have a friend like Alan. So, alright. That's it! Yay! And thank you for everyone who's watching. If you like a little more of this and a little more of me, please like, subscribe, do whatever you want. And I will be posting up more videos soon. I hope you guys have a really good day. And okay, bye. 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 Bye.